Big Z Reviews. Oppenheimer is the newest Chris Nolan film, and it is an interesting movie. I really enjoyed it for what it is, but it definitely is long.
We imagine a future, and our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it.
So I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan, and I was looking forward to Oppenheimer, and I traveled to see it in IMAX, and it's definitely the least action I've ever seen in an IMAX film, because I always watch like the superhero movies or the big action flicks on IMAX, and like this is just more like the scenes, like they're just kind of massive scenes. Probably even like I saw it in digital IMAX. Like I didn't go to like I'm like the closest one for me for a 70 millimeter would be like Philadelphia, the Mall of America, and like I looked in every showing was sold out except for the very front row. It's funny. It doesn't seem like the one there didn't have that many seats for it, but I mean it's very interesting. And Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer is great, and there's Emily Blunt and his wife, Matt Damon as a generalist, Robert Downey Jr. as Lewis Strauss, and there's so many characters. Like all of the best actors working today are probably in this film. Like Christopher Nolan can get like anyone he wants pretty much, and it's just a very interesting way to tell the story because I think it's based on the biography of Oppenheimer, and like it's the stuff that like you wouldn't think he would focus on, but like he did focus on, and it's very interesting because you see it all like from his eyes pretty much, and then but interspersed with like later when during like the Red Scare, and like he's being investigated for being a communist, like during the Cold War, and then there's also another time frame where Robert Downey Jr. is like being interviewed to become like a cabinet member, and so you see those different time frames, and with a lot of them they different like the future with like Robert Downey Jr. is like all in black and white, and like you see like kind of like different framing, and like the framing device is interesting, and it is like it's kind of like that like so like how he can make like talkie scenes so exciting. But it is, I mean, it's long, but there's so much story to tell. Like you could have told even more about it, but like there's so much interesting things going on with the building of this bomb, and like of how they decide to like, especially to show like the actual use of the bomb. I know that's a lot of criticism about that, but it is very interesting because it would feels like how it would feel for Oppenheimer, because he's not there. He's not witnessing the bombing, so he just hears about it, and then he imagines what he did when like he sees like a vision of like walking through skeletons or something and everyone burning up in front of him. But like it's not about that. It's more about the first test of the first atom bomb is what this is more like focused on, and that's what he was that was what he was there for, what he was witnessing. And so it's very interesting how they tell the story. But just again, I don't know how rewatchable this will be because it is 3 hours, and it's a drama, but it is very interesting, and I did like it. But it's not one of my favorites of Christopher Nolan's. Like there's a lot here to dive into, but like it's not the most exciting film. Like they make they make the scenes very interesting and exciting for what's happening, but definitely like I went to because I was traveling like almost a 4 hour round trip to see it in my nearest IMAX. Like I also saw Talk to Me, and I was much more excited after seeing Talk to Me about it than I was for Oppenheimer. Like I really enjoyed it, but there's a lot going on. But I'd probably give like an 8.5 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.